When I received this essay topic, I was a bit worried as to what to say about my course of study, hotel management. This is because in a time like this, everyone has seen the greatest flaw in the hospitality industry. All work has halted because of travel restrictions. Even so, sustainable development is at the core of hospitality. Firstly, I will thoroughly discuss sustainable development in Jamaica, and what sustainable development means to me. Secondly, I will explain how hotel management contributes to sustainable development. And lastly, I will thoroughly describe how I use the skills, crafts, and expertise which I learned to make a valuable contribution to Jamaica's sustainable development. Sustainable development is defined as development that meets the needs of the current time without affecting the ability of persons in future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainable development is usually subsectioned into three main aspects: economic, social, and environmental. Economic development is transformation of the economy of a particular society with a constant utilization of innovation with technology and a greater reliance on industrialized techniques. Social development is involved with the holistic development of the society and the people within it. This involves the physical, emotional, and spiritual aspect about each individual within society. Jamaica, along with many other nations, have realized that sustainable development is paramount to human existence. Therefore, these nations recognize different strategies to counteract it. Specifically, in Jamaica, our government established goals towards sustainable development, Vision 2030. My part in sustainable development is using the knowledge that I acquire to contribute to the social, economic, and environment growth. Hotel management is a part of the hospitality and tourism industry. Hoteliers have come to the realization that sustainable development is essential to the goal of any hospitality operation. So they have adapted sustainable practices. This is how they will contribute to the overall sustainable growth of society. Pursuing studies that will be of value in an industry that has sustainable practices at the core of its operations is a privilege. Studying hotel management has contributed so much to my character and who I am as a person over the past 3 years. This course of study, along with my tenure at university, has made things that seemed important fade away and the true meaning of plenty appear. Hotel management trains students to effectively maneuver the operations of a living unit, especially for guest accommodations or restaurants. Service is basically what we are taught. Service in the scope that nothing is beneath you and you are in service to everyone around you. Therefore, contributing to sustainable growth will be easy since it's basically me being considerate about future generations and the other individuals around me. This is part of the reason I volunteer mostly in schools to help teach younger children because I am taught to serve. This contributes to social development because I am facilitating the youth to develop as individuals because someone has done that for me. It is also about putting service above self and doing what influences the sustainable goals of Jamaica to be achieved. Contributing to sustainable development should be a goal for each individual. It should be an internal decision to make the world a better place. I vaguely touched on academics because university to me isn't only about the academics. A good GPA is vital, but who you become from your university experience is way more important. I chose to become someone who contributes to the whole human race with what I acquire, and working in the hotel industry will maximize my chance of contributing positively to sustainable development from all angles. Hi, I'm Javelle Stewart and I'm from Union Balaclava, St. Elizabeth, and I'm 21 years old. I grew up in a small sugarcane farming community in St. Elizabeth with mommy and my sister most of the time. Daddy was mostly not in the picture. I am usually hardworking, although I like time to lay back, but I'm usually hardworking. And I like school. As a child, I was really shielded by mommy and my sister from almost everything. So I never really had to face anything thorough or mind-breaking until I became an adult. I've been getting a Wray Nephew scholarships before Wray Nephew Foundation. So when I was in grade 8, mommy woke up one night and said, "Javelle, write one letter to Appleton." And I was like, "Okay, mommy." I never questioned it, and I wrote the letter. So it wasn't me hearing about a scholarship. It was mommy prompting me to write a letter. And later we got incorporated with the JWN Foundation. I'm studying hotel management. I have a passion for service, not necessarily in hospitality, but hospitality is a very fast-paced environment and it helps you to grow, and I'm all for opportunities to grow. Wray Nephew has always been in my life. So it's not about why this specific scholarship, it's just that it's always there. From mommy said, wake up and write this, Wray Nephew has just been there in every aspect of Javelle's life. Pastor Hampton, grade 6, grade 7, mommy couldn't afford it. There was nobody there and she wanted to keep me in boarding. Hampton is a very expensive school and she couldn't manage. She said, "God, please help me, because I want this young girl to go to school, because my sister should have the brains for it, but I don't have the pockets." And she was lying there and she got up out of her sleep. She was like, "Javelle, write a letter to Appleton." I'm like, okay, that's odd. But I went ahead and I wrote the letter. She had a friend, because she doesn't work for Wray Nephew. She works in the cane fields. She sells food. She cooks and she goes out there and she sells. And she delivered it to one of the sugarcane planters that were there, and they carried it to Mr. Maxwell. He is the key, he's the turning point for everything Wray Nephew in my life. He saw the letter that I wrote and called me, and he was also a chairman for Roger Clark High School in the parish, and he said I could transfer her there. He asked for my grades. He saw them and he said, "Wow, I'm going to keep you at Hampton." So that's where the journey with Wray Nephew started for me. My message to future applicants is to step out. The world is your oyster. Don't hold yourself back at all. Just do what you have to do. It doesn't matter if there are naysayers. Just listen to that voice inside your head. Just keep focused, the blinkers. Just keep focused and do what you have to do. Apply, get the JPs, just do what you have to do. You don't know, and that's the good thing about it. You don't know. It might just be you. What I want to say to Wray Nephew Foundation is thank you. And I've said this to them before, I am grateful, I am forever grateful. I will forever be grateful. Thank you, Wray Nephew. Thank you to everybody there for seeing Javelle and Miss Winsome, the lady we sell in the cane piece. Thanks. I'm very, very grateful.